Hi. It's a Tiny Gamer, and let's play some more Cryptid Coffeehouse. I'm having a little bit of a hard time right now, so if you hear that in my voice, that's why. I'm just really missing my kitty and my bestie, one of my besties from work, who have since passed away. I've talked about that on this channel. I don't know why it's hitting me hard tonight, but it is. But hopefully some gameplay will help at least a little bit. Okay. You're in the middle washing up after lunch when you hear your phone ring on the counter beside you. You peer at it, your hands submerged deep in soapy warm soapy water. It's Odina. You take your hands out of the sink and wipe them quickly on the front of your shirt, reaching over to grab for your phone. You answer the call, tucking your phone between your cheek and your shoulder, and try to find a towel to properly dry your hands with. Hello?
Hey!
Hey, Odina, what's up? You grab the towel hanging from the oven door handle. Once you're done drying your hands, you toss the towel over your other shoulder, moving back towards the sink to finish up the dishes. On the other side of the line, Odina is speaking. Lots of stuff. I could talk for hours, honestly, but let me get straight to the point so we can talk about the big thing first. Okay. So I just got off the phone with Kolia, right? Right? And she was telling me that she's planning a day trip uptown, right? Okay, right. What about it? It's gonna be her and Crow, Artemis, and then this girl named Mordag. I don't know her, but apparently she's Artemis and Crow's roommate or something. Oh yeah, I know her. I met her last week at Artemis's place. Odina hums long and low. You're not sure what it means, but you go ahead and continue with your dishes. You dunk your hands back in the water. Okay, cool, that's great, because this place that everyone is going to is Mordag's hometown. Her parents live in a house by the lake, and it's this whole cute lakeside town a couple hours away.
Colia asked me if I wanted to come, and she also asked me to ask you if you wanted to come too.
For some reason, you have a feeling Odina asked if you could come, rather than Kolia asking Odina if you wanted to come. You get the impression that Kolia knows you're more than a little intimidated by her. No matter though, the offer is still sweet regardless. We will drive up this weekend in my car and meet up with the others. It's gonna be really cute. Do you want to come? They say yes. I would love for you to come. The way Odina says that has your heart melting. You don't think you could say no to her, even if you wanted to. Sure, I'll come. Why not? Odina cheers on the other side of the line. You laugh. Yay, it's gonna be so fun, I promise. If I pick you up at 8 in the morning on Saturday, is that okay? It's a 3-hour drive, so Kolia asked me to get there with enough time to still do some things during the day before sunset. 8 is fine with me. Okay, awesome. I'm so excited. It's gonna be great. But in other news, you will not believe what happened at the salon today. Tell me what happened. At your encouragement, Odina derails the subject to her favorite topic, gossip. Lucky for you, her gossip is always very entertaining, so the phone conversation keeps you engaged and interested while you finish cleaning up. Saturday rolls around a lot faster than you expected it to. The next thing you know, you're in your room, trying to remember what the hell you're forgetting to bring with you. Odina texted you about 10 minutes ago, saying she was on her way. So you have got to be quick. If there's one thing you know about Odina, it's that she speeds. You figure you should take something with you to keep you occupied on the drive over. Odina's driving. Excuse me, but the drive is going to be about 3 hours. Maybe you can bring something to keep your mind busy for all that time. I'm dealing with the hiccups, I apologize. What do you want to bring? Let's see. I'm going to bring a video game. You can never go wrong by bringing your handheld console with you in the car. You have been obsessed with the farm management simulator lately, which is kind of corny and embarrassing, but it's just too good of a game for you not to be obsessed with. If you haven't seen on my VOD channel, I have episode 1 of a long play of me playing the game Farmville 2 Country Escape. And then also on my Twitch, I've played My Time in Portia. So I know about farm management simulator games. Also, I have a friend who's been talking non-stop about Animal Crossing, which has got me kind of interested. I haven't picked up Animal Crossing in years. And this friend has me interested in picking it up again. I have the DLC and all that too. What else? Oh, also, this friend has been talking about Stardew Valley. And it's got me interested in picking that one up again as well. Hopefully you won't get car sick while staring at your handheld screen though. Just as you're packing away your source of entertainment in your bag, your phone vibrates in your back pocket. You take it out. The notification on the lock screen indicating a text from Odina. She must have arrived. Hurry up, Slowpoke, I'm here. You scramble the text back, shouldering your bag and moving towards your front door. Yeah, I'm coming. Give me 2 seconds. Odina's reply comes heartbeats later. I'm parked so badly right now. You better walk fast down those stairs. You snort to yourself, pocketing your phone and looking around for your apartment keys. You find them in the bowl by the door where they always are, and you look out on your apartment in a moment of thought, just to make sure that you haven't forgotten anything. You stand there uselessly for a second, then shrug with a sure nod. You think you have everything. It'll be fine. You leave your apartment, locking the door behind you, and set on going down the stairs to the ground floor. You take them 2 at a time, hands sliding down the railing to make sure you don't fall with how fast you're going. You see Odina's haphazard parking job through the glass front doors of the apartment before you even get out of the building. She's parked in the middle of 2 parking spaces with a tire rolled elegantly up onto the curb. Any further ahead and she would have nudged the bumper of the car in front of her. You trot up to the car, pulling open the door and hopping in. Nice parking job. Odina makes a face at you, already putting the car in reverse in an attempt to wriggle out of her parking spot. Yeah, okay, hello to you too, Tiny. Hope you're doing lovely. The whole car bounces as Odina rolls her tires off of the curb. Love you, Odina.
Love you too, loser.
You ready to be trapped in the car with me for 3 hours? I've never been more ready for anything in my entire life. Odina laughs. It's warm and sweet. She pulls out onto the road and merges seamlessly into traffic. You doing good? Sleep well? Yeah, I slept okay. Got a lot of work done last night, which was great. That's great. I'm not sure how you have so much self-discipline. If it weren't for the fact that the salon would literally fall apart without me, I think I would just never do anything ever. Doing nothing is always a good thing. If I didn't have to pay bills, I would definitely do nothing. Making sure I'm still recording. Odina laughs, drumming her fingers against the steering wheel. I think I might do nothing anyway. The salon can wait. Odina's phone is resting in the cradle of a phone mount attached to her windshield. The automated voice speaks out the next direction, turning left at the following light, over the car's Bluetooth radio. It's silent for a couple moments. You have a feeling this drive is going to feel quite long. Maybe you should try to preoccupy yourself in the meantime. What do you want to do? Let's, what if I entertain myself with what I brought? Actually, no, let me talk to Odina, text Artemis, and then see if I can do that. Choices. And let me talk to her. You excited? I've never been to the lake before. Odina looks over at you, diverting her attention from the road for a moment. She grins brightly. I'm so excited. I haven't been on a trip like this in forever. I spend so much time at work, so it's nice to be able to get away. I haven't been to the lake though, no. This will be my first time. Me too. It's so close, but I've never thought about going. Odina casts you a look that's more than a little dubious. You've never gone because you don't have a car, Tiny. You reach over and flick her on the shoulder. She flicks you right back. Yeah, okay, I know. But we're going now, which is going to be fun, right? What is there even to do by the lake? Lots of things, I think. I know Colea's mentioned the lakeside town is pretty cute. Lots of little storefronts and stuff like that. I think the whole plan is to go around the town for a bit until it starts to get dark, and then have dinner at the lake during sunset. Oh, that's so nice. I'm excited. Thank you so much for asking me to come. Odina smiles softly, her cheeks going rosy. Your heart hurts. You love her so much.
Time spent with you is my favorite time.
Aww. Oh, of course. It really is the least I could do. I love doing things with you, you know? Odina, you're gonna make me cry. Odina laughs. She puts her hand over the console between the seats to pat your thigh affectionately. You cover her hand with yours, feeling the chill of her rings against your palm. You think that, maybe, she is the best friend you've ever had. Let's text Artemis. They're so curious to see what Artemis is doing right now, especially since the both of you are going to the same place. Aren't they in the car too? Or are they already at the lake town? Besides, you haven't texted them yet today, and you think you're starting to get withdrawals or something. You take your phone out and unlock it, navigating a flash pic to get to your direct messages. Nowadays, the only time you ever open FlashPic is to post on your story and talk to Artemis, which is kind of funny. You don't think you posted any pictures on your feed in weeks. You type out a quick message. Oh my god, are you excited for today or what? It's not even 30 seconds after you send the text before the typing bubble pops up on the left side of the screen. Artemis always texts back so quickly, it's almost funny. Yeah, I'm in the car right now. Me too. I love being a passenger, lol. Okay, right? Nothing beats sitting in the back seat, doing absolutely nothing while your friends drive you around. Being unable to drive has its perks. I would definitely agree with you on that one. You sneak a peek over at Odina, who's paying so much attention to the road that you think she's forgotten that you're there. You can't help but crack a smile looking back over at your phone. Have you been up to the lakeside before? Yeah, I have. Just once, though. Mordag invited Karo and I to her parents' place for her birthday this past May. It's a pretty cute town. I think you'll like it. I bet I will. I'm just excited to hang out with everyone. Although I'm not sure if Kuro and Kolia like me very much, lol. Oh my god, don't say that. The two of them are just weird. They'll warm up to you, don't worry. And honestly, I think you would know if they don't like you. They definitely don't not like you. This is a scary thing to think about. Relieving, but scary. You don't think you ever want to experience what it's like to be disliked by Kuro, or by Kuro and Kolia. Sorry, my nose is itchy. You think you might just evaporate into thin air if they ever did so much as glare at you. And then I yawn, of course. Okay, this does make me feel a little better. A little better. Good. There's a pause between this message and the next. A bit longer than all the others. You watch Artemis begin to type, then stop, then begin to type again. I'm excited to see you. You stare at this text for a second. Your ears grow hot. Your thumbs hover over the screen for a moment. I'm excited to see you too. It's going to be a great day. It definitely will be. There's another pause. Then another text comes through. Okay, I've got to put the phone down. I'm starting to get car sick. Oh, I'll see you when you get there, okay? Oh my god. Okay, see you soon. Let's entertain myself. Oh duh, you literally brought something to entertain yourself with during the drive. Might as well bring it out now. You're way too excited to bring out your handheld. You've been trying to concentrate on your important work for the past week, so you haven't been able to play the farm management simulator that you like so much. Now that you have a break though, you can finally get back into it. You just hope you remembered to charge your handheld last night. You grab your handheld out of your bag on the floor, turning it on and watching it boot up. After a moment, you open up your game, turn down the volume, and begin to play. The drive is quiet as your in-game character goes about their farming business. The music playing on the radio is faint enough that you can barely hear it. At times, Odina hums along with the song, but it doesn't distract you much at all. The game is just way too good. After about 30 minutes of gaming, you feel yourself start to get a little dizzy, just as you feared you would. Oh well, you'll have to pick up the game again when the drive is over. Time to nap! Embarrassing as it is, you've always had this childlike tendency to fall asleep when you're a passenger in someone's car. You're not sure if it's because of your sleep schedule, or if it's your body just likes falling asleep in cars, but the longer Odina drives, the more you feel like nodding off. It doesn't help that you were up so late last night working. At least you know you'll be safe from Odina taking pictures of you sleeping, because she's way too preoccupied with driving to bother blackmailing you with cringy photos. Oh no. Your eyelids begin to grow heavy, and before you know it, you're fast asleep against the car window. You're awoken by a tapping on your shoulder, so light that you barely even feel it. Tiny? Hey, we're here. There's another beat. Then you feel Odina poking your cheek. I'm gonna leave you in the car if you don't wake up, sleepyhead. You groan, lifting your head from the window. There's a wicked crick in your neck now. That's gonna be a pain in the ass to deal with for the next couple hours. You get out of the car, Odina not far behind you. Once you're outside, you take a moment to look at your surroundings. You're parked right in front of a house that's painted a crisp white. The foliage around the porch is lush and green, the large tree hanging over the lawn spilling leaves all over the grass. The house is next door, and across the street, have the same lakeside charm. It's warm out right now. The sun is shining fiercely down onto you, but you're sure that as the day drags on, it'll start to get exponentially cooler, especially since you're by the water now. In the driveway is another car, this one being one you think you might have seen when you visited Artemis's place last week. There are stickers and decals all over the back of the car, and a scratch on the bumper. It looks a lot like a car Artemis would drive, but they can't drive, so you're not sure whose car it is in actually. Odina's on the sidewalk now, shouldering her purse that she had retrieved from the back seat. She's beckoning you over.
Come on!
We can't stand outside forever. Wait, I forgot my stuff too. Give me a second. You dip back into the car to grab your bag as well, then lean back out, shutting the door and moving to stand next to Odina on the sidewalk. Do we just go in? Whose house is this anyway? It's Mordag's parents' house apparently, but her parents are supposedly away on holiday right now, so we have the place to ourselves. I don't think we're going to be here a bunch today though. I'm pretty sure we're just here to meet up with everyone, then go out into the town. Oh well, that sounds okay with me. They're all inside though? Odina pulls her phone out from her back pocket. You must have taken it out of the phone holder in the car when you weren't paying attention. You watch her tap through some notifications and text messages. Her expression is thoughtful, but then it brightens. Yeah, it looks like it. Leah texted and said everyone's been here for about 20 minutes now. Let's go ahead and go up. Odina begins to walk up the sidewalk to the front porch, and you scramble to follow her. Over her shoulder, you could see her texting someone. Probably Colia, if you're being honest. The front door swings open before the two of you are even up to the porch steps. It startles you, but Odina just whips her head up, taking her attention away from her phone to direct it at who's at the door. Her blue hair seems to float around her face. Colia!
Odina!
Huh? Odina gallops up the remaining stairs. Colia's at the door and holding it open with her shoulder, but it nearly closes on her when Odina goes in for a big hug. You watch them hug for a moment, going up to the porch at a much slower pace. When Colia and Odina pull away from each other, Colia eyes you carefully, seemingly taking you in from your head to your toes. It makes your face flush, but you're not sure if it's because you're embarrassed. Hey, good to see you. Is everyone inside? Colia's expression softens when she turns back to Odina. It's kind of sweet.
Yeah.
Here, come in. Colia pushes the door open more with her shoulder, coaxing the two of you in with a wave of her hand. Odina bounds into the house, and you're not far behind. The inside of the house is idyllic and charming as the exterior. It's filled with whites and grays and blues, and decorated like a family had been raised there. On some of the walls you could see pictures of what appears to be little Mordag and her parents. Colia cuts in front of both of you, and Colia cuts in front of both you and Odina, leading you through the entryway and into a narrow hallway that opens into the living room and the kitchen. At the kitchen island stands Kuro, Mordag, and Artemis, all of them laughing about something. Artemis is the first to notice the three of you coming into the room. Their eyes meet yours, and you watch them light up. It does something funny to your chest.
Hey.
Hey!
Hi. Good to see that you got here safely. Kuro got us lost. Oh no. I did not get us lost. You guys wouldn't shut up when the direction thing was speaking. You got us lost, man. And I was even telling him where to go too. It's my house after all. Oh my god.
Shut up. Shut up, all of you.
Oh my god. You're lucky I didn't drive that stupid car off the highway and into the trees. Wow, sir. Last time I checked, that quote-unquote stupid car is your car. Kuro punches Artemis a couple times in the shoulder. Artemis puts Kuro in a headlock with what looks like practiced ease. Kuro claws at Artemis's arm, pretending to choke. Oh my god. It's like brothers.
Oh my gods.
You're him. Oh my god. Good. Do you guys have any snacks in this joint? I'm starving. Yeah, there's some stuff in the pantry. Come over here and we can take a look. So I can't quite see what my model is doing, but if it acts up every so often, it's most likely because I'm rubbing the bottom of my nose. Because you know how when you get a runny nose, especially if you've been crying, and it just will not stop, and it always feels like it's, you know, you need to wipe it or whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with right now. So sorry about that. Kuro has escaped from Artemis's headlock and is now wandering over to the couch where Kolia has settled down. Odina follows Mordag to the corner of the kitchen, leaving Artemis standing at the island. Everyone seems to be winding down after the long car rides. It's only just past 11:30, so it seems like everyone wants to relax a little bit before heading out into the town to hang out. You might as well do the same, but you don't have to do it alone. Who do you want to talk to? Let's talk to Mordag. Now that Mordag has helped Odina obtain a snack from the pantry, she's hanging out over by one of the counters on the far side of the kitchen, munching on a snack of her own. It looks like she's eating salted seaweed squares. What are you eating? Mordag looks up at you wide-eyed. Part of the seaweed snack is sticking to her bottom lip. She looks down at the package, seemingly investigating what she's eating, as if she hadn't exactly looked at it before. Seaweed snacks. She holds the package out to you and raises her eyebrows. You don't think you've ever had seaweed snacks before, but it almost feels rude to decline food in Mordag's own home. Thank you. You reach out and take a few. You can feel the tiny granules of salt on the tips of your fingers. Mordag nods idly. He's watching you look at them. Of course. You put one to your lips and take an experimental lick. You see Mordag's mouth quirk up at the corners.
They're good. I promise.
You feel your ears grow hot. It's always embarrassing when someone watches you eat. You push a whole square into your mouth. It tastes exactly how you expected it to taste. It really is just salted seaweed. It's kind of odd, but it's not bad at all. They're actually quite good. Mordag watches you cycle through these thoughts for a solid several moments, her smile growing. You like them? You know, yeah, I do. They're pretty good. Mordag smiles for real this time. Your heart jumps into your throat. You swear that she has multiple rows of razor-sharp teeth, something you don't think you've noticed until now. Take some more. She holds the package out to you again. You're pretty sure that you cannot refuse. You take a couple more squares, adding to the ones already in your hand. Mordag hums in approval. I think there might even be some more packages in the pantry if you want to take a look. You hesitate for a beat too long, but Mordag smiles again. But I'm okay with sharing. We can take the rest of the packages with us to the lakeside tonight. Oh yeah, the lake. You almost forgot that going to the lake was the whole purpose of this trip in the first place. That sounds like a good idea to me. Mordag munches a little more on another seaweed snack, looking thoughtful. She raises a finger, her eyebrows lifting again. That reminds me, I need to come up with a list of snacks to bring with us to the lake tonight. He peers at you. It almost feels like she's looking right through you.
Artemis seems to trust you quite a bit, so I suppose I'll trust you too.
Aww. You want to help me make that list? The way she said it has you struggling not to flush. What has Artemis said to you about her? Or said about you to her? It's like she's always mentioning what Artemis says or thinks about you, and your curiosity is kind of you. Sure, I would love to help. Mordag grins again, flashing those horrifyingly impressive teeth at you a second time. Alright, awesome. The two of you spend the next bit creating a list of snacks for later tonight on Mordag's phone. She insists the two of you put the seaweed snacks on the list. You agree, but it's mostly for her sake than yours. Odina... Odina's sitting at the island now. It seems Mordag has helped her find a snack of cracker rounds and hummus. She's going to town on them right now, so much so that you're pretty sure she doesn't notice you when you first sit down. She only looks over at you when you reach over to grab a cracker of your own.
Hey!
Hi. You dip the cracker in the container of hummus by Odina's hand and pop it in your mouth. Seems like the hummus is of the olive tapenade variety, which happens to be one of your favorite hummus varieties. The two of you eat together in silence for a long moment before Odina taps you on your forearm with the knuckle of her first finger. Did anyone tell you anything about what we're doing? You shake your head. Nope. Okay, good. Now you can hear it from me first. So what I heard from Kolia was that we're going to chill here for a little bit. And then when everyone starts to get restless, which is probably going to end up being soon, we're going to head out into town. This town is kind of small, so there's not a ton of stuff to do. But there's definitely a bunch of cute things we can do to occupy ourselves before it starts to get dark. When it starts to get dark, we're going to head over to the beach. You know, it's funny because for some reason, I was under the impression that lakes didn't have beaches. One doesn't typically associate a beach with a lake, no. So I see where you're coming from. Right? Like, beaches are such an ocean thing. Why are there beaches at lakes? Is this lake even that big? It's one of the biggest in the area, Odina.
Okay, but why? Why does it have a beach? It's just weird and suspicious to me.
Oh my god. The way she says that. You're trying really hard to keep a straight face right now. I think the only way I'll be able to rationalize it is if I tell myself that all lakes are just mini oceans. That makes sense, right? I mean, I guess when you put it that way, it sort of makes a lot of sense. Okay, great. Because I think we should start a petition to rename every lake Mini Ocean instead. Just resettling myself in my seat. At this rate, you don't think you're going to end up hearing the rest of the day's itinerary. Let's talk to them. They make me nervous, though. Although Kuro is kind of starting to warm up. He did make us sandwiches. You decide to sit down in the armchair next to the couch that Kuro and Kulia are sitting on, which is a bold move considering the two of them sort of still scare you. But there's no way to get over that if you don't try talking to them, right? You're sure that Artemis would be proud of you for at least getting this far. When you sit down in the chair, you feel the back of your neck prickle when both Kuro and Kulia glide their gazes over to you in unison. They're not talking to each other, just sitting beside each other while on their phones, but it still feels like you're interrupting something. Kuro looks at you for a moment longer than Kulia does. He is the first one to speak.
So, you and Artemis are close, huh?
Wow, he just comes right out and says it, huh? The glare that Kulia whirls onto Kuro is so vicious that you think you might melt even though you're not the intended target. Oh my god. Kuro sighs, exasperated.
What?
I'm just asking. There's nothing wrong with asking. Oh my god. Kulia grumbles something under her breath at him. Kuro grumbles something back, elbowing her in the ribs. All of Kulia's snakes hiss at him simultaneously. You watch it all with a terrified fascination. Oh no. I wouldn't say that we're close, but I'd like to say that we're good friends. Kuro looks like he wants to mention something really badly. You don't know what it is, but you're kind of glad he doesn't. Uh-huh. You're not sure what that's supposed to mean.
Ignore him. He's annoying.
You remember Artemis saying something very similar when you went over to their place last week. No, it's alright. There are a lot worse questions he could have asked, I guess.
Oh yeah, a lot worse.
You are not helping. Oh my god. He says this with something of a maniacal smile on his face. Kulia smacks him on the arm. You are rather certain that you do not want to know what other questions he has to ask. I'm sure I'll find out. At some point. You sidle up to Artemis at the back side of the island, nudging their upper arm with your shoulder. They're looking at something on their phone, but they slide their phone to the side when they notice that you're there. They look down at you, the corners of their mouth tilted upwards. Hey. Hi, how's it going? You nudge Artemis again. They nudge you right back. Good. I'm excited for whatever we're going to end up doing today. This neighborhood's cute, so I'm excited to see what the rest of the town looks like. It's really nice. The sunset is also really beautiful. It's going to be a good day. Artemis sighs suddenly. Their shoulders slump a bit. I do wish we had a couple more days out here, though. It's nice to get away sometimes. For some reason, I feel like I really need it, even though I know I literally never do anything. No, you do a lot of things. Artemis scrunches her mouth to the side, averting their gaze. No, I really don't. I do like 3 things tops. I don't even have a real job. They laugh then. It's wiry. There's nothing wrong with that, I think. I don't exactly have a real job either. The gig economy isn't exactly the most friendly one. Besides, if you never do anything, then what do I do? I'm very certain that you do about 10 times more things than I do. I'm the one who doesn't do anything. You need time away from everything more than I ever would. Well, there's nothing wrong with wanting a break, you know. Even if you do nothing, having breaks is good. I keep needing to... I'm also saying this to myself, because I have a really hard time with overworking myself, stressing myself out when it comes to recording, streaming, editing, getting out videos, that sort of stuff. One of the main reasons why, in all honesty, I probably should have, feeling the amount of sadness that I did earlier, I should have just made a community post and say, hey, I'm going to skip Monday's upload and just upload on Wednesday because I need a break. But here I am recording. I just always feel like I'm going to, and I know y'all are going to be in the comments saying, no, you don't, and all that. But I always feel like I'm going to disappoint people if I don't try to stick somewhat to a schedule, like posting every day, even if it means kind of pushing myself a little bit like I am now when it comes to recording, that sort of stuff. I don't know. It's just me. But I also tend to work a lot and almost be like on the verge of burnout just because I want to, at the very least, get this channel and my Twitch up to where I can at least have enough money to survive. And honestly, even if it's with my disability and doing social media stuff, I'd be okay with that. I just want to be able to earn enough that I can be comfortable enough to quit my retail job. But until then, I'm just going to keep plugging away until that time comes. But yeah, I get dangerously close to burnouts a lot. And if I'm being honest, it happens the most during the very stressful months. October, it's kind of, I am posting every day. But December, especially December, when I'm posting every day, sometimes, and then every other day I'm posting twice a day, that sort of stuff. But I want to be able to take care of my health, because I honestly don't know how much longer I can work my retail job. I can already see the effects of it on me, and I do not like that. It's like all the progress that I made to get to the point where I can even work a job outside the home, go for walks, hang out with friends, go to conventions, that sort of stuff. I can feel that starting to crumble in some places. So it's a little scary. That's why I have like that bit of urgency to get to where I can monetize my content and then grow the audience to the point where that monetization can carry me the way I need it to. Again, I'm not looking to get rich or, roll in dough or be a billionaire or anything like that. I just want to be able to live comfortably, and if something comes along like a vet bill, my dentist visits that I need to still do, car repairs, that sort of thing, I'd be able to pay and not stress about, is that coming out of the rent fund? Is that coming out of the bills fund? That sort of stuff. That's all I'm saying. I'd be able to spoil my friends every so often, or if they have a GoFundMe, or if they have a mutual aid request, I'd be able to help them out more than just, oh, I'll give you a share. Oh, I'll mention you in this post, or here's $5, you know, just, I'd be able to help them a lot more than that. That's all I'm saying. My aspirations are very low. There's nothing wrong with wanting to take a break, you know. Even if you do nothing, having breaks is good. Sorry for that little side tangent. Artemis sighs again, but this time it's lighter. There's a ghost of a smile on their lips. Yeah, you're right. We both deserve this. Yes, we absolutely do. Maybe we can have a longer break another time. You reach out to pat Artemis's arm reassuringly. It's mindless gesture, and you don't think anything of it. But when your palm touches the back of their hand, Artemis looks at you in a way that makes your heart kind of stutter. You watch their cheeks color, which makes your cheeks color, and you pull your hand back shyly. Artemis turns their face away from you, their eyelashes drooping over their eyes when they dip their head. They're chewing on their bottom lip. You're trying to make sure that no one in the kitchen just saw that. You make direct eye contact with Colia, who's just starting to rise from the couch, and it makes your heart seize in your chest like someone grabbed it with the intent to squeeze the life out of it. You try to school your face into indifference, but thank gods it doesn't seem like she saw any of whatever that was. Okay, is everyone ready to bust out of this place or what? Yes? Hell yeah. Awesome. Okay, I'm not sure if everyone knows what's going on, so I'm gonna let everyone know, capiche?
Capiche, boss.
Mordag snorts. Leah continues talking. Short version is, we're gonna go into town until it gets dark, and then we're gonna go to the beach and watch the sunset. Sound good? Odina flashes Colia a corny thumbs up, winking and peeking out her tongue. Sounds good. Sounds good to me. From the couch, Kuro speaks up. What are we going to do in town, though? Just stand around till the sun starts setting? There's a bunch of stuff to do in town. We can just walk there and check it out, then see what everyone wants to do. Or we could split up if people want to do different things.
Yeah.
What she said. Anyways, does everyone want to get a move on? Because I want to get a move on. I have a cheesy tourist shopping itch to scratch. That's crazy, because so do I. I really have the urge to buy the t-shirt possible. There aren't that many cheesy tourist shops here. When we came for your birthday, we visited at least 5 cheesy tourist shops. I think that's quite a few. Mordag sighs dramatically, but she's smiling.
Okay, fine. Maybe there are a couple.
I suppose we can go visit those. Honestly, we can sort out where we're going when we get into the town. I'm sure there are going to be several places you guys are going to want to stop by. Is that good with everyone? Yeah. Yep. That's cool with me. Okay, sweet. I'll lead you to where you need to go, since I'm literally the only one who knows how to get around this place. The group exchanges a couple more words before everyone begins to collect their things in anticipation to leave. You didn't bring a whole bunch of stuff, just a single bag, and you shoulder it and follow the others as they begin to filter out the front door. Mordag leads the group, going down the porch steps and trailing down the sidewalk. The rest of you are close on her heels, looking around the neighborhood as you travel through. It feels like you don't walk for very long, with all the chatter surrounding you. You don't think you've been in a crowd of people like this in a while. Typically, it's always been you and Odina And Artemis too, nowadays. But this is nice. You won't lie. Being surrounded by so many people feels good. You feel like you're a part of something.